Despite many Arizona races being called early on, there are still over 75,000 ballots in the state left to count. Of those still outstanding, Maricopa County accounts for more than 38,000 ballots and Pima County accounts for 18,000. While Biden has been projected to win Arizona, Trump made some gains over the weekend. Biden now only leads Trump by about 17,000 votes. In a statement released today, Governor Doug Ducey said, quote, "Our expectation is that we finish counting. We've been through this drill before in Arizona. Making it easy to vote and hard to cheat has also resulted in time-consuming efforts to ensure the integrity of our elections." We have full team coverage headed your way tonight.
Caroleina Hassett is standing by in D.C. where celebrations took place over the weekend. Let's go first to Sean Rice here in Phoenix, where a much different scene played out on city streets. Sean?
Hundreds of President Trump supporters united at the Arizona Capitol Saturday afternoon for a planned Stop the Steal rally. Protesters gathered at the Arizona State Capitol during the pandemic. However, that didn't stop voters from getting out and having their voices be heard. Boris Epstein, a strategic advisor for President Donald Trump, explains the need for Republicans to mobilize and get their voices heard.
I wouldn't call it a protest. I would call it a show of enthusiasm for President Trump. It was much more of a rally, and the rallying cry is to count every legal vote in Arizona.
According to the Secretary of State's office, Joe Biden's lead over Trump in Arizona is under 17,000 votes, a margin that those close to the president think can be erased.
Absolutely. We are now at about 17,000 votes down, when Fox News wrongfully called it on election night. We were down about 200,000. Just think about that. Less than 10% remains of that difference. We've got about 80,000 to 100,000 votes still left to be released, the counts to be released. And we're very confident that when every legal vote is counted in Arizona and is disclosed in Arizona, President Trump will win the state of Arizona.
This weekend, President-elect Biden declared victory after Pennsylvania was called for the Democrat, and its 20 electoral college votes pushed him over the 270 mark.
The people of this nation have spoken. They've delivered us a clear victory.
A victory that the Trump campaign says is premature.
It's absolutely premature. No state has certified this election. There have been no electors appointed. It is absolutely premature. President Trump will win Arizona. He will end up winning Georgia, I'm confident. And we are absolutely tracking all the irregularities. In Michigan, you had 6,000 votes switch in one county, all irregularities in Pennsylvania. So I'm confident. Then once every legal vote is counted all across the country, President Trump will be determined to have won a second term.
The Secretary of State's office says the estimated 77,000 votes that they still have to count are mostly provisional ballots, and those will be processed until the deadline, Tuesday at 5 p.m. In the broadcast center, Sean Rice, Cronkite News.
President Trump isn't backing down either. Instead, he's taking the election results to court. Trump's campaign has already filed lawsuits in 5 states: Arizona, Pennsylvania, Nevada, Michigan, and Georgia. Here in the Valley, Trump's campaign and the Republican National Committee filed a lawsuit in Maricopa County, claiming election workers incorrectly rejected votes cast by in-person voters on Election Day. The lawsuit alleges when the voting machines detected an overvote on a ballot, poll workers told in-person voters to press a green button to override the error. This reportedly caused the machine to dismiss the voters' choices in the overvoted races. Republican Party of Arizona Chairwoman Kelly Ward released a statement today saying, quote, "This election is far from over. The American people are entitled to an honest election. That means counting all legal ballots and not counting any illegal ballots. We will not rest until the American people have the honest vote count they deserve and that our nation demands."
Well, despite Trump's claims of fraud, voters in D.C. took news of Biden's victory as true and took to the streets in celebration. Caroleina Hassett joins us now from our Washington bureau to recap the weekend revelry.
It doesn't look like it now, but just 48 hours ago, the street behind me was packed with people celebrating Joe Biden's apparent victory, all within an earshot of the White House and President Donald Trump.
It had all the feel of a massive block party. As thousands gathered here at Black Lives Matter Plaza in Washington to celebrate. After news outlets declared Biden the winner Saturday morning, many D.C. residents spontaneously took their enthusiasm to the streets.
Hearing the noise and excitement that was going on outside, it was hard to not be a part of this.
Mixed in with the excitement after days of anxiously watching the vote was another emotion: relief.
A sense of relief. I have been praying for days. I haven't slept for 2 or 3 days.
The fact that we've been able to declare winners has been really a relief.
Missing from the crowd here were any Trump supporters or counter-protesters. The celebration here was raucous, but peaceful.
I cannot express or figure out the last time that it was like this sort of environment for everyone living in D.C.
There's a lot of relief, there's a lot of happiness, there's a lot of joy, and I think sharing that with everyone who is either in D.C., is traveling from D.C., has just really felt comforting, and I'm really excited just about, what the next 4 years can bring.
Monica Wong was visiting friends in D.C. when she heard the news and could not wait to join the celebration.
Drank like 2 cups of coffee, high on caffeine, and just ready to run down here. And that's what I've been doing all day.
Not all people here are sold on Biden, but many said they voted for change and are looking forward to what the next 4 years will bring.
Less partisanship in Congress is really what I'm hoping for.
Amid most of the chanting, there was one message the celebrators wanted to get across.
This is what democracy looks like.
Global reaction to Saturday's announcement was also mixed. While some leaders have said they look forward to working with the Biden administration, the president of Mexico said today that he wants to wait until U.S. authorities decide the winner. In Washington, Caroleina Hassett, Cronkite News.